Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon. Welcome back. Today I have for you a round of the solo experience, trying out the summoner for the first time since patch 7.1. In this intense match and learning as I go, I still managed 15 kills to 2.4 million damage. And it is very easy to see why the summoner is one of the best picks right now. It is very beginner friendly. Drop a like if you enjoyed today's video. Leave me any advice down below for playing the summoner, which might make it into the future advanced guide. And without further ado, let's begin. As this was my first experience with the summoner in 7.1, I do not yet have a game plan, other than to stick with my team when possible, and try to create or follow up on openings. The summoner is able to drop some very powerful burst damage, so I want to use this to build my battle highs. And with both teams collapsing on us all match, we were not short on battle opportunities. Reds engage first. From a first review, I feel like oftentimes opening with the Slipstream is a good choice, as it applies AoE damage and a speed boost to myself and the Alliance. Yellow take this opportunity to third party, so I fall back and start dropping damage when I can. You cannot get too aggressive here, just play your part to pressure them out. Fortunately, halfway through this game, I recognized the Dark Knight commanding for the Yellows. I won't say their name, however this player is known for bad shot calling, a huge ego and genuinely raging, and did a wonderful job leading his team from third place into third place. So now I know Reds will be the main worry to focus on this match, as Yellow will no doubt int on cooldown, meaning Reds will have plenty of opportunity to third party. We are also lacking on tanks and melee this round. I tried frontlining and being more aggressive than you typically would on a ranged roll, which is why I die 5 times. With the adders dropping back, we can give chase to the Maelstrom, attempting to leave the cave. Our team divides, so once again I am forced to back off. Your self-shielding is strong, however getting caught out it still means nothing. I fall right back to the objective as being alone. The Maelstrom will no doubt push for the node. Looking at my minimap, I can see that my team are returning, so I am safe to hold here and wait for the engage. With the few Alliance members who join, we were able to hold rather well, securing my first kill on their Dancer. I drop my Bahamut limit break the moment it is ready on the Reds, as the adders have once again pushed us, rather than flanking the Reds from behind. I tease the Yellows, staying in range to drop some damage. However, my goal here is to bait out their Dark Knight. He is a very predictable player, and the fact that somebody else on my Alliance has marked him means they also recognize him. He cannot resist the urge to plunge Salted Earth, so I pop Purify, wasting his entire setup. As they turn the corner with my team falling back, I saw the perfect chance to Crimson strike in, right after landing a big Slipstream, and with help from the team, it was enough to push them out. In matches like this, when both enemy teams are collapsing on you on repeat, you will often get players in the chat saying, "Go here, fight this team, go get this node." Ignore them, deal with the problem at hand. Many players who type callouts like that don't seem to understand that you cannot magically obtain this node or fight the team on the other side, while the third team is in your face. The faster you as a team deal with what's in front, the sooner you can rotate, and you may build more battle highs in the process. Right now, I have a battle high 1, and the Alliance for the most part has now grouped up. We give chase to the 2 Paladins who fell behind, with Yellows once again making the exact same play. This time with more team, it was our turn to do some bullying, landing a fairly big Mountain Buster on a small group. I push into a battle high 2. Red saw the chance to poke the retreating Yellows, allowing me to secure my 3rd kill. We do get stalled by a Red Dancer, who ends up wasting his limit break with no follow-up. However, right after, I waste no time heading up the ramp. Like I said, this was my first game with the Summoner in 7.1. I want to play aggressive and push the limits, to get a good feel for the role. And I was starting to get a hang of the AoE abilities, opening more with Slipstream, dashing in with Crimson Strike and dropping Mountain Buster. Keeping up such pressure, the Red begin to panic with their back against the cliff. This is the ideal spot for Bahamut, and I do go for the greed kill, dropping down for a steal as Yellows finally made a different play, sniping a 7th kill in the process, earning a battle high 5. The main thing I noticed is the Summoner's damage by itself is pretty damn insane, and is kind of disgusting once you reach battle high 4 and 5. A high battle high also means more healing, and was just the perfect amount to hold on long enough for my team to come and save me. For those of you who are new to PvP, and you are not sure of a good starting job, the Summoner is a solid pick, even as a solo player. Your abilities are straightforward, and your LB works well in both aggressive and defensive plays. The shielding is powerful with a huge 25% damage reduction, which you can also stack with your guard. The two biggest weaknesses are your lack of mobility and finding the perfect timing for Crimson Strike, as dashing in, even though the damage is good, always comes with a big risk. With the adders finally seeing the Maelstrom as a threat, my team could finally move in for a flank. I spot the Dark Knight diving in and waste no time solo targeting for a slipstream. I do this to grant everybody a movement speed bonus, to aid in the escape should we need to bail from follow-up. Timing Crimson Strike right after the draw-in effect allowed me to spread away from the team, while also jumping my target without diving in deep. Throwing in Necrotize and Ruin 4 make for some very nice instant burst follow-up damage that removes your need to stand around casting. Also combining Ruin 3 into Necrotize followed by Ruin 4 was some very nice unsuspecting burst, catching those squishier targets off guard, allowing me to claim another 3 kills very fast. That really shines just how powerful a Battle High 5 truly is. Right now, as I rotate back to aid in the fight against the Yellows, my main focus is to abuse my Battle High 5 with AoE spam. Slipstream, Crimson Strike, Mountain Buster and Ruin 4 are your best friends in large piles, while your Limit Break is on cooldown, and again I do go rather aggressive. The aim was to push them back fast, before the red team had a chance to push in, getting myself caught out in a Dancer's Limit Break. Again I am pushing rather aggressively due to the team comp, running very little to no tanks in melee. While ranged is the meta right now, you will still struggle when other alliances rush in. The payout would have been a good hold, with the bad outcome being a simple death. Sometimes you need to go for those risky plays. Do not worry over deaths. If you never go for those bigger and riskier plays, you never truly understand what your role is capable of. You stop improving and never get a feel for what situations are winnable. And you never get to enjoy the satisfaction of turning a game where both enemy teams were against you from the very beginning. I'm going to end the voiceover here to allow you all to enjoy the remainder of this match. My next advanced guide is going to be the Sage, so if you have any tips and tricks for playing the Summoner, be sure to comment down below. I make sure to read all comments, and if you have any advice that will be helpful in the future guide, now is your time to let me know. Overall, I think the Summoner is in an amazing spot. If 7.2 does nerf ranged rolls, specifically knockback, I could see the Summoner possibly receiving generic damage nerfs to their AoE capabilities. Those mixed alongside Bahamut leaves very little room for the enemies to make counterplay. I would rate this as a 1-star difficulty roll, so for you newer players looking to get into PvP, this is a great starting option. Thank you all for tuning in, enjoy the remainder of this match, enjoy your day, and I shall see you all in the next one.